Power-CRM will make sure that your sales leads and prospects are followed up on time and thoroughly. When a new prospect is created in the Power-CRM system, you'll notice that automatically it's enforcing the initial time to follow up that you set in your settings area. In this case, it's set to 1 hour. So this lead needs to be followed up within 1 hour, and you can see that the countdown timer is counting down to that 1 hour, and that this prospect does need the initial follow-up performed. You'll also notice that an email is sent to the sales rep automatically when a new sales prospect is assigned to that sales rep, alerting them that they have a new prospect and that they need to follow up within that 1 hour. It's very simple for a sales rep to update the prospect, indicating that they've performed their initial follow-up. One way of doing that is to simply send an email from Microsoft Outlook. Because of the integration with Power-CRM, it will see that email and know that the sales rep has followed up on that prospect within that 1 hour time frame. Another way is simply to go over to the timeline of the prospect and enter an activity record. It only takes a minute, and that will satisfy the initial follow-up time required by the system. As you can see now on the prospect record, it's indicating that the initial follow-up has been performed, and it's been performed within the 1 hour that's required by the system. After the initial follow-up requirement, it's also important that your team fully qualify all new prospect accounts. And to do that, they have to log a number of activities in the system to assure that they're following the best practice of completing 7 to 13 sales activities on a new prospect. We call that the sales cadence period. What you'll see is that the system will watch this prospect account, and if the sales rep does not have open pending next scheduled activities for this prospect, the system will automatically create those activities, spacing them out based on best practices. So you can see that this prospect account has a sales cadence activity that's been automatically scheduled for the sales rep based on the best practices that are defined in the system. This assures that all new prospect accounts are thoroughly followed up on, and that the sales reps perform that 7 to 13 activities that it takes to properly qualify or disqualify new prospect accounts. You can check the status of any prospect account at any time by going to the Prospect Tracking tab. What you'll see here is it tells you if there's a next activity scheduled, and if so, when. Also, it will tell you the total number of activities that sales has logged against this prospect account. At any time during the sales cadence period, the sales rep can qualify or disqualify the prospect. The system is smart enough to know that the open activities are probably not needed and prompt the sales rep to close those activities automatically versus the sales rep having to go close them one by one. Power-CRM also includes powerful dashboards to allow you to analyze your prospect follow-up process. As you can see here, the dashboard is going to easily summarize for you your prospect accounts, when they were created, who the sales rep is that owns each prospect account, whether the initial follow-up is needed or not, the last completed activity, the next scheduled activity, total number of activities logged to each prospect account. Improve your prospect qualification rate significantly today by using Power-CRM and the powerful built-in prospect follow-up processes.